Well, here we are. Why am I upside down? You know what I hate? Fucking GoPros. Oh, let's try this again. God, these GoPros are a pain in the ass. This is the frame. Interesting how they built it, because it's basically just a normal bench and bench frame, and then they sort of welded these little head parts up here. I mean, when they were starting to get away from the flat line bench. I'm glad there's a piece of the old upholstery. I'll have to show you the original foam that was on here. I'll show you when we put it on, because we're gonna have to do some doctoring on it. It was in pretty good shape, so gonna have to. These are the notorious parts right here to rust, and as you can see, you drop water, whatever, down there, and this is going to rust, and obviously the driver's side is rusted most. So gonna prep all these areas. I'm going to wire brush it, and then I'm gonna rust. We got some right here though, on this side, right up here. Look at that. Rust reform it, prime it, paint it. I'm just going to use rattle cans on this. So, but after that's done, then the old foam can go back on and I can doctor it up. And it's going to be a little bear, I think, to put this on, because of there's a spot in here where it hog rings right there, and then of course there's hog rings down here. So it's going to be a tight process to fit this baby back up again. Alrighty, we have the foam back on, and I'm just doing a few things here. There was some degradation in the foam that I cleaned up, and I just patched it. This is a little thicker foam that I wanted to use, and then usually what you might do is you would wrap this section in like a really thin, I don't know, 1/4 inch foam or less, to hold it in place. I'm not going to do that. This is my personal vehicle. So, and then I rust reform down in here, because these hog rings go on this when we put the new upholstery on. Part of it gets hog ringed here, and then the other half gets hog ringed up and under there, which I'll show you when it's all done. So everything is the frame has been painted. I might have to touch up a little bit there, but this is all covered anyway, though, to be honest with you. The rust removed, and then the foam, which was in pretty good shape from 1987, is back on. Okay, I got the back rest done, and now this is the bench seat, the bottom part of the bench seat. I've got to find a replacement knob for here that goes on top of that. But here she is, and Lord knows what's going to happen when I uncover it. I've never uncovered it before, so it's going to be quite an experience, needless to say. Okay, so what they did is this black covering they put on it. Where'd that sucker go? Here it is. They used a bunch of cords, but then on the ends here they used these things. They drilled them in and screwed them in for snaps, which were on this here, and they snapped them in to provide a covering. So when I flip this over, it's going to be the first time that I've ever seen what this looks like. There's a couple of problems here. Got one wire here that's rusted right out here. That's on the driver's side, of course, and everything else looks okay. We'll see what I do when I get in there. I may put some batting down here, which is right here, underneath this, to protect the foam. It depends on how complicated this is all going to be. but I'm definitely going to have to strip. I'm definitely going to have to do rust work here. As you can see, got a lot of rust here on the frame, and so that's going to be it's going to require attention and some painting and some rust reform. We'll see what the passenger side looks like, but it doesn't look like it's as bad or as... Let's see, I'll get this off real quick and I can show you. Yeah, of course not. No, it's not as bad as the driver's side. Driver's side always gets more rust and whatnot. You can see it's rusted all the way down in. So we will we'll get there when we flip it.
Figured out.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. This is the side they covered up for, right here. This is it. Center is pretty good. This side's worn, but it's got a little tear here, but it's not. This is not really in bad shape. So they covered it on purpose so it wouldn't rip any further. So I guess we can give them that. All right.
Anything pressing? Back to choring.